everybody, welcome back to my channel. I was given a little thought last night when I was getting ready for bed about how much more complicated it is to get ready for bed now than it was when I was 28. It used to take me probably about 10 minutes. Wash my face, put on some cheap, who cares, kind of moisturizer, run a brush through my hair and go to bed. Well, I'll tell you what, these days it's turned into about, I don't know, a 47-minute long marathon, something along those lines. Anyway, it's a much bigger deal than it used to be. So I thought it would be fun if we all got ready for bed together tonight. So I'm going to show you what I do and show you some of the products I use. And we'll see if I can get through the whole thing without forgetting one of my steps. So one of the first things I've noticed is that my hair is falling out. So usually when I start to get ready for bed, I just give my hair a good brushing. And I'm getting hair out of my brush every night. Now, don't get me wrong, I've got super thick hair, but yeah, we're getting to the point where I may be a little concerned about it. So I might have to do something about that vitamin-wise or something. But anyway, let's get on with it. First things first, the makeup has to come off. So right now, really all I have on hand is these Walmart wipes, and actually they're really not very good. I usually use the Kirkland ones from Costco, but we're way overdue for a Costco run, so I haven't been able to do that. So I'm just gonna get in here and give my face a good wiping. Gosh, I hope I don't scare anybody. Scare myself sometimes. Give my face a good wipe. And yeah, that stuff on my forehead, I have a bad habit of burning my forehead and my neck with the curling iron. So if we're wondering what's going on there, that's what's going on there. All right, so got pretty much all the makeup off. And the next thing that I do, and this next step is something I only do like 3 times a week because it's kind of harsh. I've got this product that's made by a company called Skin, and this is called Derma Peel, and it's basically a peel for your skin. And I have found that it works really good. There's this thing that people get when they get a little older. It's called milia, and they're little tiny white bumps underneath your skin. And if you dig down deep enough, there's basically like little hardened, well, it's hardened keratin is what it is, little hardened spots underneath there. And this stuff actually melts that kind of stuff away. So I really like this stuff. So I'm just going to get my face a little wet here. And I'm going to start scrubbing. The stuff is nice. It smells like spearmint. And I do feel I've used a lot of peel things like this over the years. Mostly like Philosophy products, which I do really like Philosophy products, but this is the nicest Derma Peel product I've ever used. I love the spearmint fragrance of it, and I also like the fact that when you're done and you have it all washed off, it leaves a little bit of a serum behind on your skin, so your skin feels really nice and moisturized. Now, something that I've just discovered, like in the last couple weeks, and I don't know if any of you guys have seen these, they're these clean towels. They're individual washcloths, for lack of a better term, and I ordered these off of Amazon, but it's just like a fresh clean washcloth every time you do your face. And they're also infused with glycerin, so it also helps with moisturizing a little bit. So we need to get this Derma Peel stuff off of here. And another thing I like about these things, and this might sound weird, but like I'm pretty OCD about having everything neat and clean around me. So when I'm all done with my routine, I will take this damp cloth and I will wipe out the sink. I will polish the faucet on my sink and just give my counters in my bathroom a little bit of a wipe down. So Looks like lots of great uses for this. Now comes the part that's kind of embarrassing, but if you know, you know. So there's something that happens to us when we get to be about our age. They're called granny hairs, and they're called like a little bit of a mustache thing going on. And I know I shouldn't go after it with a razor, but that's what I do. If somebody's got a better idea that doesn't involve waxing, because I can't wax, because I can't let it grow long enough to wax it. If I see even the slightest little glint of a hair or anything, it has to go. So, I unfortunately get after it with a razor. I never thought that I would actually like film myself shaving, but let's hope I don't cut myself shaving. And a lot of times I'll get little granny hairs along here too. Sometimes these ones get to the point that I can pluck them, and if I can pluck them, I'll pluck them. But if I ever was able to allow myself to let this hair get long enough, I'd wax, because I know that's what you're probably supposed to do. But yeah, I just don't see that happening. Another thing about that skin stuff that I was using, you see these spots here? They're actually getting lighter. So I'm just super, super pleased with that particular product. I've been using it about a month and really seeing results. All right, so after that, I need to do my serum. And I have discovered Trader Joe's skincare products. And they work so well, and they are so inexpensive compared to other products that you can try. Their retinol night serum is only like around $14, and this stuff really works. So I will dab it a little on my spots, and then I've got a spot here which is pretty much gone from the retinol serum. This stuff doesn't play though. So when I first started using it, I was using it every night and my face practically peeled off. So I use this one really sparingly. And on the nights that I don't use that one, I will use just the hyaluronic one. And I think that's about what I'm due for tonight. So just put a couple of pumps. This is a new one. A couple of pumps. And just put it all over my skin and my turkey neck and my old lady age spots on my chest, which I hate, by the way. And I always do the tops of my hands too, because yeah, the old lady age spots going on there too. Some days they look better than others. They look kind of rough today. And after that, and there's probably people out there that'll say I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm doing too many steps. I don't know. I just do what I think works for me. And again, maybe I'm doing too much. But I also like to do a neck cream because I really hate this. Especially like in pictures. It's bad. But anyways, be that as it may, it's there, so I try and deal with it. So I'm going to do my turkey neck stuff. You know, always supposed to go up with it. There we go. And sometimes I go down with it, but I always try and make sure that I get all that done, and then anything I use, I just rub it into my hands. What the heck? So that's pretty much my skincare routine. Usually though, again, going back to the fact that I'm probably doing more than I need to do, I usually also add a moisturizer. Ew, that's scary. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I try and have my makeup on when I do these, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of this one. Anyway, I've got an Olay Pro Advanced Retinol Complex, and so I'll just put a little bit on top. I usually pretty much, after I've done the serum and stuff, I pretty much just kind of concentrate right here and here, right here, because this is where I pretty much have the wrinkle problems. My forehead's not too wrinkled. I pretty much just have the problems right there. So anyway, and down the neck. So I think my face is good. Now for my insides. I never used to take anything but Excedrin for headaches because I get a lot of headaches. But it seems that in my advancing age, and with my sweet husband who's always concerned that I'm taking all the correct vitamins, I now take a plethora of vitamins and supplements. So I have a magnesium supplement that I take. I have a multivitamin supplement that I take. I am taking pumpkin seed oil with saw palmetto to counteract my hair falling out. Because basically the reason your hair falls out as you get older is that you tend to maybe not have the best nutrition. And when you don't have really good nutrition, the follicles are not able to hang on to the hair as much, and that's why it falls out. And so you need to do something that's called a DHT blocker, and pumpkin seed oil and saw palmetto and also zinc are good DHT blockers. So that's why I'm taking all of those. So I have my multivitamin, my pumpkin seed oil, my saw palmetto, and my zinc. Hopefully the zinc will keep me from getting colds all the time. I had a cold for 4 months this winter. It was the worst. So I will do that to take care of the insides. And even taking care of the teeth at this age is no walk in the park. I find myself having to use a teeth whitener along with my normal toothpaste. So we use the Colgate Total Advanced Whitening, and then I've been using the Smile Actives Pro Whitening Gel for probably about a month now. And if I'm being completely honest, I'm not seeing a difference. So I don't know if it's too late for this kid to whiten up her teeth or not. I want to get them straightened. I hate my teeth, but yeah, I've been down that road as far as pricing things like that out, and I am just going to have crooked teeth forever. So anyway, you put an equal amount of toothpaste and an equal amount of the Smile Actives on your toothbrush. And yeah, even brushing your teeth isn't easy anymore. Okay, you get the point. I do feel like my teeth are getting super clean with the Smile Actives because it's got a heavy concentration of hydrogen peroxide in it. And you know how that'll take blood out of clothes. It'll, clean. If you cut yourself, it'll clean it. And so I really do feel like my mouth is getting super, super clean. So that's kind of that routine. And the last part, which is my favorite part, is my nighttime medications. Now, anybody that's watched this even once or twice, you guys all know that I struggle with anxiety and depression. So, and that I also have a lot of trouble sleeping. And again, I'm open to any and all suggestions, but I do take an Ambien, I take a anti-anxiety medication, and I take an antidepressant before I go to bed at night. So I'll take those, and yeah, I'll get ready to go to bed. So that's kind of the routine. And again, gosh, I'm scaring myself, seriously. All right, that's kind of the routine. So it's time to hit the hay, as they say. Can't hold the camera right. Anyway, Turn this light off. Good night, friends.